Alright guys, we got a good one here. As you can see, lots of long lines in it. We're going to see if we can get this to fill in. The glass is warm to the touch. It's 55 degrees out here right now, isn't it? But the glass is warm because it's been in the sun. So even though it's chilly out here, the glass is warm. I've already drilled this one. And get the tip of my tool wiped off so it doesn't distract me. Because guys, if you got black marks on the tip of your tool, when you're looking in the mirror and you see black on the white part of your tool, you're going to think it's an air bubble in the chip. And you're going to keep trying to get that air bubble out of that chip. And you're going to be doing too much. So keep the tip of your tool clean, so that you don't do that. We've got the little umbrella going on. Got it shaded because the glass is still nice and warm. This is a good one. Last one I did for you wasn't quite this big. Going with the medium resin today because the glass is warm. Eight drops. 8 drops ought to do her. I got too much stuff on the windshield. Too much stuff. Alright guys, here we go. First pressurizing. We might have to open these lines a little bit to get them to fill. I hope not. I'd really rather not do that. I do it when I have to, though. Oh, they're filling in nice. That's a beautiful thing. Look at that. This line's about half full already. This one's about half full already. Yeah, we'll be able to get them filled without pushing on them, I think. Like I say, you got to change your perspective. I can see this one from up here. I can't see this one. But I can see this one from over here. But I can't see this one. As far as how full it is. It's all about moving your head around, guys. You gotta keep looking in different areas. If you're just staring at it, that's why I use this camera, because you can see how I move around and stuff. If I just had a camera sitting on the glass right here and you were staring at the chip, you wouldn't be able to see exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking at the chip from different angles, and I'm looking in the mirror. Like, I get down this low, I can see in the mirror that this line is about half full. But if I'm looking at it from up above, it looks like it's already full, but it's not. And this one is filled out to about here. Let's pull a vacuum. Let that vacuum sit on there for a minute, because the resin will continue to flow. As it draws air out, resin will flow in. I really don't want to have to push on these lines to open them. I will if I have to. It's just not my favorite thing. Yeah, we're looking good. I can see air coming down this line right here. I can see the air being drawn out. See if I can zoom in on that with the editing program here. You can see that little black line right at the base of the tool. How cool is that? Well, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I can zoom in that far for you to see that. Let's pull the full vacuum and pressurize again. You notice I do these videos in a way, I position my hands to stay out of the way of the camera as much as possible, so I do things a little weird. And I watch the cup in the mirror. As soon as it starts to expand, I know I've gotten pressure on the resin. So then I make micro adjustments. Just micro adjustments as needed. Tiny little adjustments. And just watch the resin. Looks like we're going to have to open this upper line a little bit to get the resin to flow farther into it. It's really hard to see if the line is opening from my perspective here. If I look at it from up here, and we got this little line over here that's working on filling. It's almost full. That one's pretty close to full already. This bottom line's still trying to fill the rest of the way, and I can see it opening and closing. I can see it in the mirror, so I know it's opening and closing when I push on it. But that upper line, I can't tell if it's opening and closing the way I want it to. Okay, so I can see way out here on the tip that it is opening a little bit, which is what we want. We don't want it to grow. A little more pressure. It's just very difficult to see this bottom line. Do the open and close technique on it. You know, sometimes I realize I talk too quiet on video because the microphone's right here, and then I have to volume it up in editing. But it's almost I get to the like I'm thinking out loud, kind of, you know. It's kind of like I'm thinking out loud. Because that's basically what I'm doing when I'm making a video and talking about what I'm doing. I'm basically thinking out loud. I'll pull another vacuum. We want to make sure these lines are filled in as best we can. I told him it's not going to be invisible. He knows it. He knows it's not going to be invisible. But I'd still like it to be as invisible as possible. When was the last time I was here? About a year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. 2 years. You need to drive more. You need to drive more, man.
I don't drive it, the wife does. And
she needs to drive more then. Somebody needs to drive it more.
repair it or something else.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the best way to be.
Oh, yeah.
And I was telling somebody the other day, we were talking, and he was like, if I started a windshield repair business, how many customers do I need on a daily basis to make $42,000 a year? I said 5, at my price. 5 customers a day, consistent, 6 days a week. And that would only actually be 5 days a week. So, you know, he's talking about doing a 5-day work week and stuff like that. And I said, at my price, $35, you need 5 a day, 5 days a week, every week of the month to make 42 grand. And he says, well, you're doing, he says, every time I see you, you tell me that you're doing like 10 or 12 a day. And I go, on those days, yeah. But that's not consistent. There's days where I only get 2. There's days where I only get 1, like today. You're the only one today. But there are days when I do 10 or 12. Sometimes I do 15. But it's not, it averages, right? You want to average 5 a day to make that kind of money. And that's still not very good money. Oh yeah, she's filling in nice. It's like, people think if you don't make $100,000 a year, you're broke.
Yeah.
And that's not true. I know people that make $30,000 a year that have more money than I do.
Yeah.
Because their house is pretty much paid off, or they got a house from their parents when they died or something, They have very, very few bills. They don't have a bunch of, what do they call them, subscriptions out there eating their bank account every month. And, they use the cheapest cell phone service they can find and things of that nature, So I never judge by what somebody makes, by how much money they claim to make. I never judge by that. I judge by who they are as an individual. But when somebody asks me, how do I make this much money doing this kind of business, I'll tell them. I'll tell them how many customers you need, especially if you're charging my price. I mean, if you're charging more, then you need less customers, but at the same time, if you're charging more than I do, you're going to get less customers. Especially in this area. This is not the richest area. And even the rich people don't want to pay $100 to have a windshield chip fixed. They'd rather pay $35 because they're smart. That's why they're rich. Let's move that. Let the sun cure it for a minute. We'll put this away in a minute. Are you going to be a soccer player? Are you going to play soccer when you grow up?
I think he's going to play football.
Well, the British call that football.
Yeah. Now, I got another grandkid. He probably didn't play soccer like his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad played for Real Salt.
Nice.
He's actually in Houston right now in his tournament.
Yep, you're probably still going to see this one.
It's okay,
You're going to see the lines, but they're filled.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
Keep from it.
Yeah, to keep it from spreading.
That happened about 4 months ago.
And it took you this long to call me? What is wrong with you? 4 months ago? Goodness. I'm surprised it didn't crack. Because with those long lines in them, it should have cracked.
Yeah.
Especially if you drive it a lot. I'm going to put another drop of resin right in the middle because it's exposed. And we'll put some tape right over the top of that. There we go. Hi. How are you?
Say hi. Oh, he thinks he...
Well, that's not... You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to hit yourself in the face with the ball unless you're trying to toughen up for it.
He thinks he's a dinosaur. He thinks he's... I had him... We went for a walk, and so every time I tell the dog to heel, and he would do the same thing. It took me an hour to just go around the community because he... Yeah.
Well, kids have great imaginations.
Oh, yeah.
They have
He's
one.
starting to talk. He's 2.5. He's pretty big for a 2.5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty big. So he's learning to talk and stuff like that. So it's hard to understand him. His mom understands him. But
Yeah.
I have a hard time.
Parents do that.
Oh yeah. So
Parents do that.
that's with points and everything. And my wife understands it. He's a handful for sure.
Well, I knew somebody that didn't start talking till they were 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just didn't have anything to say.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
But once they started talking, you could never shut them up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have my other grandkid that was 3.5, and he finally started talking, and now he won't stop. I took him to therapy, and he just started talking on his own.
Yeah, right on. So how long have you had this car?
For, I think, a year.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I was leasing them. Now we don't have to worry about anything, and then I'm always on the road, so my wife, she's the one that drives them, and it's like, you know what, I don't have time. If you break down, either I'm in Wyoming, Idaho, or I go as far as Union, Nevada.
Yeah.
Work. So I make sure she's got a nice car, and then that way I don't have to really worry about it.
Right.
Yeah. So
right.
Now this one I'm actually buying it, but I think she already had me.
Well, if you're buying it, it's, you know, it's under warranty and stuff,
yeah,
so.
It's still under warranty, yeah.
But you know, it amazes me how much crap goes wrong with a vehicle that's not covered by the warranty.
Yeah.
I've learned that on that bike.
Really?
Half the things that have gone wrong with it aren't covered under warranty.
Really?
It's like, well, then why do I even have a warranty? It's because they know all this crap's going to go wrong, so they exclude those particular things from the warranty because it's a common failure.
That's how it is at my work. We're a dealership for 19 different types of heavy equipment.
Yeah.
And it seems like all the equipment and everything happens identical to every single machine down the road.
Right, a common failure. Yep. Common failures. So warranty companies just learn after a while, okay, let's just exclude this from the warranty because it's too common of a failure. Because they get tired of paying for it. They want that money for the warranty. But they don't want to, it's like insurance, you know, they want that money for the insurance, but they don't want to pay out.
Oh, yeah.
Might cut into their multi-billion-dollar a year profit,
Oh, yeah.
you know. Wouldn't want to do that, you know.
Right.
I mean,
everything's going up. I got my own business too, and I got a couple dump trucks.
yeah.
Boy, that insurance, just with all this going on, a 6-month thing had expired, and now it's doubled.
Yeah.
$1,800 a month. Now they want like 36 for both dump trucks.
It's crazy, right?
Because they want that $1 million policy, and it's like.
Yep, you got to have that $1 million commercial liability aggregate, you know. Because if you hit a $20,000 car.
Oh, yeah.
All right, my friend, there you go.
Okay.
It's almost invisible.
Let me run up and grab my Dennis, come here.
All right, guys, there you go. You saw it here first. I can still see a glint of the lines, but that's because of the way the sun is reflecting off the windshield. If I come over here, you can't see them. And if I'm over here, you can't see them. But if I'm looking directly where the sun is shining on it, you can see a glint of the lines. All right, my friends, click the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video, throw me some love. I will see you in the next video.